I should have turned away that night. I should have ignored the fire in Zayden's eyes, the kind that burned through every wall I tried to build. He wasn't supposed to be mine. There were rules, expectations, and a line we both knew better than to cross. Yet every time he came close, the world blurred, and the air grew heavy with the weight of everything unsaid. I told myself it was wrong, but my heart didn't listen. My body didn't listen. And before I knew it, I was falling, deeper, harder, into Zayden, a love I could no longer escape. The first time I saw Zayden, I knew he wasn't meant to be part of my world. He was trouble wrapped in confidence, lean frame, sharp jawline, dark eyes that linger a moment too long. The problem was, every time those eyes found mine, something inside me unraveled. We weren't friends. We weren't even supposed to talk. Our lives moved in different directions, mine safe and steady, his wild and reckless. Yet fate had a cruel sense of humor, always pushing us into the same spaces. A late-night gathering, a friend's apartment, a stolen glance across a crowded room. And every single time, I felt it, that pull, that gravity, the kind that whispered, "Don't move, don't breathe, just let it happen." I knew it was wrong, but the craving only grew. Zayden didn't make things easier. If anything, he leaned into the tension, teasing it out until it left me restless. His smirk lingered too long. His laugh carried in ways that made my chest tighten. And when he touched me, even casually, it was enough to leave sparks crawling over my skin. That night in the old library was the breaking point. We weren't supposed to be there. It was late. The place was quiet, shadows stretching long between the shelves. I told myself I was just there to study. He told himself he was just keeping me company. But the way he leaned against the wooden desk, arms crossed, shirt clinging to his frame under the dim light, it was clear we weren't fooling anyone. "Why do you always look like you're trying not to want me?" he asked, voice low, almost daring. My breath caught. The words were too sharp, too close to the truth. I tried to laugh it off, to shrug like it didn't matter, but my body betrayed me. I shifted, and suddenly he was closer, close enough that I caught the faint scent of cedar and smoke clinging to his shirt, close enough that I could feel the heat radiating off him. My hands gripped the edge of the desk, knuckles white, as if that would anchor me. But Zayden leaned in, slow, deliberate, his eyes never leaving mine. "You think you're strong enough to fight this?" he murmured. The silence between us was heavy, electric. I could hear my own heartbeat, loud in the stillness, syncing with the rhythm of his breath. Every cell in my body screamed to pull away. But my heart betrayed me. Zayden didn't stop leaning closer, his eyes locked on mine, waiting, no, daring me to pull away. But I didn't. I couldn't. His hand brushed the side of my arm, slow and deliberate, and I felt a shiver race straight through me. It should have been the moment I ended it, the moment I stepped back and said no. But instead, I tilted forward, betraying every wall I had built. Our lips hovered inches apart. The air charged so heavy I could taste the anticipation. And when he finally closed the space between us, everything I had fought against shattered. His kiss was rough, desperate, hungry, like he'd been waiting just as long as I had. And in that moment, I knew resisting him was no longer an option. I tried to convince myself it was just a slip, a mistake we could forget. But Zayden didn't kiss like someone who planned on being forgotten. He kissed like a man staking a claim. His hand slid to my waist, pulling me closer until my body pressed against his, heart pounding in rhythm with his. "This isn't supposed to happen," I whispered against his lips, though I didn't move away. "Then stop me," he breathed back, his forehead pressing against mine. I couldn't. My hands betrayed me, clutching at his shirt, holding him tighter, as if letting go would kill me. The fight was gone, replaced by something raw, something I couldn't contain. The library around us faded. The world outside didn't exist. All I felt was Zayden, his warmth, his breath, his pulse racing against mine. And deep down, I realized something terrifying. This wasn't just desire. This wasn't just a mistake. I wanted him. Every part of him. The days after were chaos. We avoided each other in public, pretending nothing had changed. But behind closed doors, the pull only grew stronger. Late-night texts turned into stolen meetings. A brush of the hand became lingering touches. And every time I told myself it had to end, Zayden found a way to remind me why it couldn't. One night, he cornered me in the back of a quiet cafe, his voice low, eyes burning with frustration. "Why are you still fighting this?" he asked. "Because it's wrong," I whispered. "Because people will never understand." "Then let them misunderstand," he shot back. His hand gripped mine on the table, firm and unyielding. "I don't care what anyone thinks. I just care that when I look at you, I know you feel it too." And he was right. I did. I felt it in every stolen moment, every glance, every kiss that left me breathless. The truth was undeniable. I craved Zayden more than I feared the world's judgment. That night, when his arms wrapped around me, I finally stopped fighting. The war inside me ended, and the surrender felt like freedom, because I had always known it was wrong. But with Zayden, it had never felt so right.